Morel season has come yet again, and we are out in the woods looking for the elusive, delicious choice delicacy mushroom, the Morel. It is, wow, it is probably one of the best mushrooms that you can find, and they're abundant, and they're even more, the best part about them, it's really fun to look for them. Met up with my cousins in the woods. This is Nate, Jake, and we've already found one. Let's see him. Show the camera. Come on, don't be shy, baby. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And Jake has his K-bar. Badass. There's Nate. Nate has his bear claw.
I don't know where my bear claw went.
Both gifts from me. I like to keep my cousins outfitted in the best self-defense gear.
The finest. Yeah.
So we did just find an anomaly.
I'm gonna look around. Yeah, look. I was gonna say there's an elm right there.
These are the most elusive mushrooms, and once you think you've figured them out, they will surprise you.
Is it big enough to picky?
Right, Jake?
I'm gonna pick it, yeah. I'm picking it.
Let's see it. Oh my lord.
Woo.
See, folks, once you think you've really got a good grip on morels, they will humble you very quickly. It's the fairies' way. Now, common mistake among foragers. Jake said, you know, there's mushrooms here, there might be mushrooms over on the other side. Common mistake, guys. Just because you find them in one spot does not guarantee there will be an equal on the opposite ridge. And I had to have a talk with him to remind him, but he settled down and he knows now. Jake, what are you reacting to?
Dude, what the hell? Look at this. What are you reacting to? Show where the trail is in perspective.
Trail is right here. Classic example. I mean,
Picking these makes sense because, like, if anyone else saw that,
you don't know where you're going to find them. I found one in Los Angeles growing straight out of the cement. Jake, why don't you tell the people about that?
that's nuts and scary.
I found these in LA right off Fairfax. I was walking to rock climbing gym, looked over, and they were right there growing out of the gravel.
A little scary.
See? So, I mean, you can do as much research as you want, read as many blog posts, but
Waiting for us to find ones. They'll humble you. Like the first two that we found.
they truly do what they want.
Yeah.
People want TikTok, instant gratification, quick dopamine hits. These little guys say, hey. Now, Jake has his K-bar. The K-bar was the standard issue military utility knife. I believe it is now the OKC 3S. A lot of you think that's for picking the mushrooms, you know, in a nice clean slice. It's not. What it's for, again, these are very hard to find. People get very territorial. We have had to do it in the past, but that is for self-defense. And Jake will be the first to tell you, he is not a stranger to, let's just say, putting that thing 6 inches deep in someone's chest.
Yeah.
He's had to do it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him bite someone. Broad daylight, bite their face. So if you find a spot and it's plentiful and we are around, let's just say shit might get ugly. Nate found one? Yeah. Nate just found one, guys. Hold on, guys.
Hiding.
Okay, guys.
I literally only found it because I stepped here.
This was not a false alarm. Sometimes it is a false alarm, but Nate wasn't, let's just say, pranking us today. Look, there's Nate. He's so dedicated. He really likes to pay attention to the details.
That's why we bring him, you know?
Yeah.
More of those.
He's like our bloodhound.
You know, we say more of those, more mushrooms.
More of those, more morels.
More morels, yeah.
And My head is already spinning with recipes, things I'm going to be making with these. What are you making this year? What's your number one recipe you're making?
Curry.
Morel curry. Wow, it sounds like a huge waste of morels. Bing. I will be making a morel omelet and morel pasta.
I made some of that last night.
Yeah, right.
And it was fire.
Yeah, I bet.
It's actually so good.
Yeah, I bet it was. This is heartbreaking. I just walked up here to find that they are, for whatever fucking reason, this is like one of the best spots we've found, and they just fucking cleared it out. Jesus. For what, a fucking Walgreens? It's heartbreaking. I just found my first one. That's a really looking good one. And he's gonna get eaten. First one. And once you find one, you kind of start to find a bunch. So there are more. Yep. There's one there. Still very small. Honestly, don't know if I'm gonna pick these because they're very small. Might give them another day or two because those are tiny. These are called grays. Pretty obvious why, but these are delicious. And you know I'm using the Microtech to cut these bad boys. Nice clean cut.
Like this one.
What do we think, Jake? What do we think, Nate?
Well, considering
Good
there's
haul.
8 within a 2-foot span. I just picked 4 right here.
Let's see.
Come on. Boop, 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 boop.
These are grays. They start out gray. Later into the season, they will turn
Gay.
brown. They will not turn gay, guys. That is not YouTube restricted copyright. And yeah, there's a ton up here.
3 also has like 30 around it.
Just found some chubbies. We
Yeah,
call these
this
one
is
the chubs. They're pretty big. This will be good on a steak. A big fucking steak.
Almost stepped on too. Look.
Oh shit, Jake, thank you. See, my cousins are always got my back. My cousins are always got my back.
We got my bass. We got his bass.
Nate's over there. He's doing his own little recon mish. I love that about him.
Very quick scan.
Quick scan, Nate style, baby. And let's just say after this, we might go find some pussy. Now, Nate was just trying to school us on something that he thinks he knows. And it turns out to be a lie. So make sure you know your family members might try to manipulate you while you're looking for mushrooms. There have been whispers of a jackpot.
I say this spot is revisit it in like a week or like 4 days.
Let's see them. Wow, Jake, those are nice, baby.
Thanks, man.
You are a good looking guy.
Couple weaved in these branches.
Now, thankfully my cousins are stud muffins.
Here's the other spot right here. Remember this frinkly looking tree?
Frinkle.
That's a frinkle tree. These yins didn't notice. A crinkle tree?
There's Nate, always working way
too hard.
But that's why we call him.
Take breaks, dude.
Yeah, we're like, dude,
He don't listen.
he needs some Gatorade.
He don't listen.
He ain't listen. Look what we just found. Talk about interesting. What is this little guy doing all the way from the swamp? It is important to not disturb the wildlife. Jake just said he wanted to pick him up, but I said, no, Jakey. I've been getting a ton of questions about gear and what you should bring. It's very simple. just some good, you know, jeans, something, because there's poison ivy, usually there's thorns, but as far as for the mushrooms, just a knife, nice good knife, and a aerated bag, because you do not want to get them all sweaty and gross. You want them to breathe before you go home to clean them. Also, just a little safety tip, I would suggest wearing some sort of high visibility color. I'm wearing orange, but you don't know if someone's up in a tree stand, you know, just for your own safety, I'd suggest wearing a nice bright color, because people accidents happen. Now here in Pennsylvania, we do not have laws regarding automatic knives. And the reason I use an automatic knife is because sometimes you might see a mushroom and you don't want to look down, because sometimes you'll see a mushroom, you look, go to get your knife, you can't fucking find the thing. It's gone already, you know? They're sneaky. So this lets me, thought I just saw one. This lets me quickly access me knife. And the serrated, there's a really nice straight part and then a serrated part, because the straight part obviously for cutting the mushrooms, serrated part in case we get into some hand-to-hand combat.
Is it recording?
Action, yep.
We got here a different type of morel. It's in the same clade as they call it. These are called half morels. You can see the morel top, pretty similar. Not the same. Right there.
Are these edible?
You can eat these, yeah. But hey, check this out. This
Is weed.
That's weed. Same, literally. Same thing.
I don't want it. I don't want it mingling with the actual ones. Then it's gonna get a complex, it's gonna start talking shit.
You hurt its feelings.
Next thing you know, you got yourself a fucking Morel mutiny on your hands, and that is not good. So I got separated from the group, but there's one good way to find each other. It's this classic, you know? Technology can fail. This is what we do. Jake, can you give us a scream? That's all you need to find your friends. Best part about Morel hunting is afterwards, you get to go. Today we're celebrating. We found some today, so get anything you want.
Italian food.
Before Jake gets to the table, we're gonna talk a little bit of shit about him. We're better Morel hunters than he